Welcome to Fix Your Confidence Conference 2023. Are you excited? I'm excited as well. Stay active, share the video, invite your friends, be expectant, grab your book and pen with a cup of water. Have you done that? Are you ready? Remember, the most active participants will get a 70% scholarship for our executive confidence course in School of Confidence worth 30K. And every participant also gets access to our FCC special offers, which are already on discounted prices for our courses in School of Confidence. Wow, this is a rare and a huge opportunity you shouldn't take for granted. Make sure to subscribe on our YouTube channel at School of Confidence 20. Will you be that person to win the scholarship? Well, we will know at the end of this conference. So make sure to participate and enjoy yourself.
Welcome to day three of the Fix Your Confidence conference. Welcome. Please let me know where you are watching from. Let me know where you are seeing us from, and let me know where you are, watching from. I'm so excited for you and for myself as well, because today we are going to have another round of a great session. Good evening, Abdul. I can't see your name now. Khalida. I think. Thank you. Good evening. Welcome to day three of the Fix Your Confidence conference. We are on a journey to going from timidity to 100% confidence. I was so happy when I saw that number 100% confidence when I was going through the Instagram of the confidence doctor, and she said you can actually go from 0 to 100, and that is super amazing. I'm glad you're here because that's exactly what would happen to you. Please, you're watching from Enugu. Hi, welcome. Angel, welcome from Enugu. Yay. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know how much you've gained so far. If you're new, welcome. I wish there was a bell here. I would have rung a bell for you. All right. So today we are set for Miss Choma and Miss Christina, and they are going to be touching very important aspects that we yes, they sometimes we might have seen it, but these aspects are like super important, and they sometimes it's easy to push them under the carpet, and they are also very key parts that some of us have issues with. So that's talking about fashion, your dress sense, all right, what you have to what's how do I say now? What you wear, all right? What you wear. I mean, in terms of your clothing, of course, your hair, your style, basically. Then Choma will talk about public speaking, which is a bit of a scare for a lot of people. But she will tell you what to do to be able to to be able to become a very confident speaker, all right? To be able to build yourself in such a way that when you go out of this stage, when you go on stage, all right, to speak, you will be so proud of yourself and you'll be so confident of yourself because there's a statistic that says that I'm not sure if it's still at the top now anyway, but there's a statistic that says that public speaking is one of the greatest fears of a lot of people. All right, not even death, not even death. so Choma Nana will come and help us with that. Then of course Christina would help us with, she'll be speaking on embracing fashion choices that promote confident body image. So some of us might have issues with our body image, and because of that our confidence has been reduced, our confidence level goes down. You're like, oh, I have too much flesh. Or if you're like me, that I used to tell myself sometimes I'm too slim. But not anymore anyway. But after today, we will make sure that our fashion, our style, and of course our public speaking prowess is on point to build our confidence. All right, so please give it up for Miss Christina as we get her bio now and bring her up on stage.
This is Fix Your Confidence Conference. Convener Mbesoma Ilechuku, popularly known as the Confidence Doctor. Welcome to Day 3, first section with Christiana Yaya Olalekan. Topic: Fashion Beyond Trends, Embracing Fashion Choices that Promote Confident Body Image. Let's meet Christiana Yaya Olalekan. Christiana Yaya Olalekan is an award-winning designer, founder, and creative director at Crystal Luxury Wears, a fashion company that produces bespoke contemporary, elegantly unique wears that includes bridals, casuals, and red carpet event dresses for vibrant megastars and visionary women. She is president and lead instructor at Crystal Academy, a fashion business school that redefines designs and teach the gateway to turn fashion entrepreneurs into exceptional innovators and fashion moguls, building organizations that doesn't only depend on monetary gain, but also aligning with God's agenda for the marketplace. She's a graduate of linguistics with work experience as a media executive. She worked at a print media company before transitioning into fashion fully in the year 2017. Her passion for fashion and love for people has always been to look elegant, and she has mastered the craft of helping women unleash, revive, and encapsulate the depth of their elegance through her specifically crafted designs. That is why the brand slogan is elegantly unique. Over the years, she has designed for celebrities like Niniola, Ada Ehi Moses, Choma Chukwuka, Bolanle Olakami, Stephanie Coker, and industry thought leaders like Debola Deji Kunumi, Folake Akinkube Finani, Kemi Ajumobi, Funto Iboyi, and many others. She has been recognized and featured as Nigerian Inspiring Entrepreneur in 2016 on the 30 Entrepreneur on Punch newspaper 2017, AFWN, Africans Fashion Week Nigeria 2019/2021, and on Business Day. These were alongside TV interviews on Horizon channels, AMC channel, TVC, High Impact TV, and many more. Christiana specializes in designs that suits a woman's lifestyle and future outlook. By simply knowing what works with your personality, and impact. She loves to see women glam up to their true identity in style and purpose. She is the founder of Worthy Woman Initiative, an initiative dedicated to celebrating exceptional women of transformational impact, alongside her professional creative team. She is happily married to her sweetheart, and they have a beautiful princess. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Christiana Yaya Olalekan.
Yes, let's welcome. Good evening, ma'am. Welcome to the Fix Your Confidence conference. We're so glad to have
Good
you.
evening, Fortune. I'm so glad to be here. Such a beautiful time here. Thank you for
Honestly.
having me with you, Fortune. And thank you to Nesuma for this opportunity to get to speak about fashion. That's a topic I truly love. And then combining it with confidence, wow, such a great deal. Such a great deal. I'm so happy to be here. Good to see everyone. Good to have everybody here. So I'm only seeing Fortune and myself. I hope every other person can see us and hear us. Can you hear me, Fortune? Can you hear me? Okay. So I can see that you can hear
Yes,
me.
I can hear you clearly. I can hear you, and I think every other person can hear you as well.
Thank you for having me. So I must commend you, Mr. for this initiative. It's such a beautiful one. I told you earlier that talking about confidence is a very important topic when it comes to leadership, when it comes to leading, when it comes to doing great things that are beyond you. You have to be confident. So it's more like you becoming all that God has created you to be. And you can't be all of these things without the power of confidence. So it's a very important topic, and it's a big deal. If you have to be great in life, if you have to do beautiful things, if you have to explore, if you have to be more than you, if you have to live more than yourself, you have to have the power of confidence within you, so that you can attain a lot of things. So yes, thank you very much for bringing me on board to talk about fashion beyond trends. Okay, so tonight we'll be looking into how we can go beyond just being confident within ourselves, and just also looking the part. You know, it's a different thing to be confident, and it's a different thing to also look it. So when you're confident, you also have to look it. If I see you and you don't look confident, I can tell from your appearance. This is to show us how very important fashion is, how we present ourselves, how we are perceived, how we are seen, how we are. So it's just like you being a package. So when I get into a store and the package is not looking attractive to me, you know, I don't get connected to it, and the content in it might be greater than the package itself. So we can be so great and we don't look the part. So being confident is one thing, and looking confident is another thing. I have some slides here that I would like to touch on. If you permit me, so that I don't miss any of my points for tonight. So I would put up my slide now. Okay, so already we have the introduction about Crystal West. That's been done. Also, the content of what we'll be talking about tonight. We've done the little introduction about me. So quickly, we'll go into the topic of tonight. So here we have fashion being a language. So it is a way of communication, which means that if you are confident and you're trying to communicate it, like I said earlier, I have to see it in you. Okay, so if you are happy, you can communicate that with what you have on. If you are sad, we can communicate that easily with what we also wear. So if we are young, what we also wear matters, just to communicate that's why we see some people who are at their 50s or 60, and when you see how they dress or how they appear, you think they're younger than their age. This can be communicated with the power of fashion. Okay, if you want to look elegant as well, you can communicate it with what you put on. Okay, so there's a difference between you in the part and you just being there. So if you want to be there, it means you also have to appear as such. Okay, so who do we say that we are really when it comes to fashion? So you are in the corporate world and you don't know how to show up. You are a leader and you don't know how to show up. So examples to people who are following us, to people who are seeing us. So as a leader, you have to look the part of the things that you're communicating. Okay. Yes, language is a way of communication. Thank you so much, Abdulaziz. Yes. So quickly, like I said, we have to communicate the part with what we wear. So does your fashion sense contradict your personality or identity? Like I said, if you are a leader, you have to show it. You have to show it in how you appear, because being a leader means that you can be my mentor when it comes to looking good. You can coach me in being a leader. You can also coach me on how to look good. So if you coach me on how to be a leader and you don't look the parts of a great leader, it means that you're contradicting your personality. Okay, so a leader that is preaching excellence has to look the part. A leader that is preaching how to be great, yes, has to look the part. Are we getting me? So what you wear is how you present yourself to the world. How you dress, how you appear, how you are seen is how we are presenting ourselves to the world. It's a language. So what language have we been speaking with what we wear? Also quickly, fashion beyond trends. Okay, so when we talk about trends, okay, we don't have to be into trends. Okay, you have to own it. You have to own your personality. You have to own who you want to be. You have to own how you want to be perceived. So it's different from following trend and saying, oh, the rainy style now is tie-eye slit, so I also want to have a tie-eye slit dress. So are you trying to be the person that you see on Instagram that has a tie-eye slit outfit, or you want to be yourself? Or you want to communicate being perfect, being great, or being excellent? Or you want to communicate someone who is not even bold enough with what they have on? So many people seek, what's the word now? Is it how to attract people, and you attract the wrong people to yourself? So you are an excellent leader and you want to attract people to yourself, and you look the part, you will attract people who are excellent. So if you are someone who is too loose with your fashion or what you wear, or you are too rough with what you wear, it means that those are the kind of people you will also attract. So who do you want to attract with how you look? Who do you want to attract with how you look? So just imagine that we have a gathering of great people, and when you come into the gathering, you don't know any of the personalities in the room, and you see some who look really good, you see some who do not even look the part. Who do you walk up to? Who do you want to meet? So looking good goes to this extent of attracting the right people to yourself. So style is one thing, and then styling, being yourself, being your personality, is another thing entirely. So we've had trends that has gone by. We are also into another trend. Trends comes and go, but your own personality stays with you. Your identity stays with you. Okay, how you dress, how you want to be perceived stays with you. styles will come and they will go. So you don't have to go into trend. So we have downsides of trend as well. Okay, you have the pressure of conformity. You want to be
Welcome to Fix Your Confidence Conference 2023. Are you excited? I'm excited as well. Stay active, share the video, invite your friends, be expectant, grab your book and pen with a cup of water. Have you done that? Are you ready? Remember, the most active participants will get a 70% scholarship for our Executive Confidence course in School of Confidence worth 30K. And every participant also gets access to our FCC special offers, which are already on discounted prices for our courses in School of Confidence. Wow, this is a rare and a huge opportunity you shouldn't take for granted. Make sure to subscribe on our YouTube channel at School of Confidence 2.0. Will you be that person to win the scholarship? Well, we will know at the end of this conference. So make sure to participate and enjoy yourself. Welcome to
let me know if you can hear me in the comments. Hello, I hope I'm back. Let me know if you can hear me in the comments. Sorry about that. Oh, sorry about that. I think it's the network from my end. Okay, so I was talking about the downsides of trends. Let me know if we're good to go. Okay, thank you. So I was talking about thank you. So I was talking about the downsides of trends. It's good to be back. So I was talking about conformity pressure. That's trying to be someone else. You get it? Not being ourselves, not displaying our own personality, not showing forth the way we have been designed. So we have the pressure of wanting to be someone else with our fashion, with our outlook. Meanwhile, we are supposed to be original, come as you have been designed. Okay, so if you are trying to follow trend, these are one of the downsides of trends. The body image crisis. You have seen someone who is very slim, has a very tiny waist, and you just want to be like that person. You have to wear things that suit your unique body image, okay? Trying to be someone else means that you will have crisis actually. your outlook. Then stereotypical identity, you get it. You're not yourself. You have to be you. I have to be Christiana. Fortune has to be Fortune. You get it. Pretentious confidence. You are not as confident as you should be. You're pretending to be when you're supposed to actually be confident. If you're confident, we can tell from your outlook, we can tell from your appearance, we can tell from your posture, we can tell from just by looking at you, we can tell if you're confident, not having to pretend to be. Okay, so yes, when it comes to design, we design dreams, we do not design clothes. It's like designing and showing Fortune that this is how I'm supposed to look. Telling Abdulaziz that this is how you're supposed to be seen. This is who you are. This is the unique you, not having to be someone else, not having to appear as somebody else. So I've said that fashion has gone beyond just what we wear. It has this emotion that it brings to us. So what you wear also can influence how you act. What you wear can influence how you speak. It can influence your boldness. If you look good, you're confident, you want to go out, you want to be in the midst of people. You feel very alive in yourself when you look good. And when you do not look good, there's this downness, there's this weakness. You're not feeling yourself. You just want to be alone. You don't want to be seen. You don't even want to go out. But once you have this outfit on and it pops on you and you're feeling it, you want to go out. You want to meet people. You have the boldness to even communicate. You don't feel sidelined. You don't feel different from the people in the room. You get it? So looking good has a mental effect on our confidence as well. So it's very important to look good. It's very important to wear your confidence. Okay, a lot of people have lost track of self because of trends. You get it? They are not themselves because they are in someone else's clothing. They are in someone else's image, not in their own image. So trend does not in every sense promote inclusion of all body types. Okay, so you have to really find who you are. You have to find who your personality is, how you want to be seen, how you want to be respected, how you want to be perceived, how you want to be called. So I can see you and say, wow, she has a excellent fashion sense. Oh, she loves color. She's always bright when I see her. She's very decent with her fashion. So you have to be who you want to be. You have to intentionally be in the should I call the skin that is unique to you, not in someone else's skin. You don't have to be fair if you are dark skinned. So you want to be uniquely dark in your skin. You want to be bold in your dark skin. Do you get it? You are fair. Yes, I'm fair, and I'm accepting it. I'm holding it down. I'm being bright with what I wear. You get it? So I'm unique in what I wear, and I'm perceived as unique as well. So in my next slide, I'm talking about empowered fashion choices. Okay, this goes a long way to still communicate the fact that we have to be who we want to be, even with our fashion. Okay, so we have fashion senses that will also empower our body image. Okay, we have body positivity and self-love. Okay, these are choices that can really empower who we are and how to build our confidence as well. That's how to build a confident wardrobe. We'll get to talk about all of this tonight. So empowering yourself through fashion has to start with our body. Okay, we have to love who we are. We have to love our body. Okay, everybody is unique with their body image. Okay, we have the apple-shaped body. we have the oval shaped body, we have the athletic shaped body that we can call the square shape, or the body types. We are very, very unique, and we have fashions that can accentuate our body type. We have beautiful silhouettes that can promote how we look. So there is no limit to how much we can look with our body type. So don't think my body type will limit my fashion sense. No, it will not. It cannot. Okay, so we have to love our body. Yes, and self-love. Yes, this two talks about loving your body, the positivity that comes with loving your body. Okay, yes, like I said, we are perfect in our designs. We all carry great power within us. However, how many of us practice in this knowledge? Do you know that you're perfect, that your body is perfect? Do you know and understand all of this? So we do not have to fundamental who we are. So we do not have to also correct what we do not need. Like I said earlier, you have to love what will suit your body, not what will suit the other person's body. So when we love our body and we nurture it very well, we will love the results. We will love the results. So love your unique design, prioritize self-care and well-being. We also need to take time to understand our body type. We have to take time to understand what works well with our skin, what works well with our shape. Okay, we have to understand all of this. Also, building a confident wardrobe. If before now we have a wardrobe that just suits every occasion, it means that we also need to inculcate having a wardrobe that speaks confidence. Since the topic we're talking about tonight is being confident. Okay, so there are some fashion that you will have on that speaks confidence. Okay, so confidence is the key to looking and feeling great in your wardrobe, no matter where you are. Building a confident wardrobe is an ongoing process. Okay, so we have top leaders who are very confident, okay, and also love to look confident. And it's a process. You can't just be there at once. You can't just build all the wardrobe at once, because as men, we always want more. We want more. So it's a process. You can just start now by picking up 2 or 3 or 5 new sets of confident outfits that speaks to who you how you want to be seen. And gradually, those are the kind of outfits or fashion that will attract you, that you will pick up. You won't pick up unnecessary outfits from now, or fashion or clothing from now. You pick the ones that speaks who you want to be, how you want to be perceived and respected. Okay, so one, we have to know and accept our body type. Like I said, if you are an apple shape, you should know that you are. If you are an oval shape, know that you are. If you are an hourglass, know that you are. Okay. So if you have the small waisted and full hip and bust, you should know what works for you. You can do fitted clothing. You can do clothing that can accentuate your curves. If you have a full tummy, you can wear clothes that covers up a bit of the fat that you have. If you feel dull and you want to be bright, you wear bright colors. It helps with how you're feeling. It brightens you up. You get it. So you have to define your style through identity. There's priority over quantity. So like I said, you don't just pick up any outfit. You can pick up 2 or 3 clothing that are very, very beautiful. It does not have to be expensive, okay? But then you're picking qualities that works for you, not plenty quantity. So you can do mix and match with colors. Okay, you can wear if you are the type that has that you're on the plus size, you can do stripes that covers up some of the that makes you look taller and then reduces how full your body type is. All of this works. So color works, and then fabric also works. If you are on the plus size, you should know that you cannot do fabrics that are too clingy. You can do structure friendly fabrics that will sit well on your body. Yes, thank you. Quality works, not quantity. Thank you. So we can also, yes, I said color palette and accessories, they go a very long way. They give the brightness, they give the life to what you have on. Okay, your earrings speaks a lot. You might not even have to do necklace. You can do just earrings, and it pops. Once you have a backup that can show your neck, you do beautiful earrings, and it pops up and lights your outfit. Then we have to be cultural sensitive as well. So let's say I have a speaking engagement in Kaduna, so I should know how I will appear in Kaduna. I do not have to appear with too fitted or cringy outfits. I can do a bit of their cultural look. You get, it doesn't have to be with their beads on my waist and all of that, but I can have the fancy head tie on. I can have my like bubu, like the trendy bubu, like I can have it uniquely made to my taste and standard. You get it? So social and cultural sensitivity also matters. So if I'm going to the UK for a speaking engagement, I know how to also appear. You get it? If I'm going for a corporate look, yes, I know how I have to also appear and present myself. So we have to pay attention into all of these things. Already we have the confidence in us. We have the power in us. We have the words and knowledge in us. We have the picture of where we're going to in us. But how are we going to be seen? How are we going to be accepted? How are we going to be perceived? Okay, all of this matters in being confident. All of this matters in being confident. So yes, I said budget wisely, and then you can declutter regularly. So you can go into your wardrobe, all of the skimpy outfits that are not looking like, oh, if I go for this corporate event, I'm going to be loved, I'm going to be appreciated, I'll get to meet, or I'll feel among. You can take them out of your wardrobe and build up your wardrobe with confident outfits. Okay. And lastly, we have to wear the confidence. Okay, so it's from within. It's very, 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 very from within us. Okay, it comes from within us. It does not have to be just looking it. It has to be in there for real, not having to pretend to have it. Do we understand? We do not have to pretend to have it. It is there. So it speaks with what we wear. It speaks in what we wear. So if I'm confident, it shows in what I wear. That's why you will have someone who has, let's say, for instance, has a 10,000 blazer on, and then you have another person who has 500K blazer on, and then the difference between them is the one who has the 10,000 naira blazer on. You can see the boldness. You can see how he or she communicates, what they carry inside. There's a lot that they can put into you, that they can bring on the table. And the other person with the 500K wardrobe or blazer has nothing to really share. You can't feel anything. So this is being confident within you before getting it into what you wear. Okay, so it's beyond what we wear. It has to come from within. We have to be really confident. We have to be confident. Confidence should speak in what we wear, yes. So we have to wear our confidence anywhere we go to. So I can have a client who I can have two clients, and one I feel how she's wearing the outfit more than the other. I don't know if we are getting the picture. Now I'm talking about wearing the confidence. So we can have two people wearing the same outfit, and I'm feeling one more than the other. This is because the other person has the vibe, has the confident vibe within him or her, and can carry the outfit really well than the other person. Okay, are we getting it? So we have to be confident. It speaks a lot. Yes, it comes from within. It comes from within. So let's not miss that. Let's not miss that. In conclusion, yes. In conclusion, I hope I can conclude with this one. We are on an assignment. Yes, every one of us, wherever you are, wherever you're listening from, being here is not a coincidence, and we all have an assignment. We're not here by mistake. We are all leaders. From wherever you are, you can be leading one, you can be leading two, you can be leading three, you can be leading from your home, you can be leading from your school, you can be leading in your church, you can be leading from anywhere. So we are all leaders. Someone somewhere is watching you. You want to be someone else wants to be you. So you have to be the best version of yourself. You have to be ready. You have to be ready to speak into someone who is sleeping, and you make them wake up from their slumber. They begin to see themselves and the greatness that they carry inside. By doing this, you're also building your own greatness. Okay, so we all have the assignment, and the proper way and the most beautiful way to live this assignment is to be alive within and outward. Okay, from inside out, you have to be alive. So you are alive with confidence within you. You're alive, you're looking confident parts as well when I see you. Okay, so how we show up is very, very important. Very, very, very important. Like I said, the topic, the moment I saw the topic, confidence, I was like, wow, there is no level of leadership that you earn or owe right now. There is no level of leadership that we own right now that we do not need this confidence. We need it. We need it. Top leaders out there that we admire so much, they need it. They work on it every day. They utilize it always, because you don't want to be in that. You do not want to be at the spot. You want to keep moving. You want to keep growing. So you have to continually exercise being confident. Okay, so you're not limited to where you are now. The more you exercise being confident means that you will attain more. So by the end of the year, if you work, you can attain as much as you want between now and the end of the year. So you have the confidence within you that you have greatness within you, and you have the power. God is saying, utilize all the knowledge, all the wisdom that I've embedded in you, and you have to go out. So going out means you have to look the part so that you can be loved, you can be seen, you can be accepted. You have to look the part. It's very important to look the part. Very, very important. So confidence is a big deal. A very big deal. So when it comes to achieving great things that are beyond us, like I said, we have to carry such great confidence within us, and we have to show it forth. We have to bet it, okay? We have to bet it. Do not allow lack of confidence stop you from betting all the greatness that you have within you. Okay, that alone, that knowledge alone, you carry a lot, and you have to show it forth to be a trigger and a force that push you forth. You have to be bold. You have to be bold. You have to step out. You have to stop hiding. Stop hiding. Stop hiding. Say it the way you can. Say it being afraid. Say it. Look the part. You have to look it. You don't have to finish all the money in your account to look good. You don't have to. Just get the color right, get the fabric right, work on whatever it is that makes you beautiful. Anything that makes you beautiful. It is not expensive to look good. It is not. You just have to pick the right things. You have to put the right things on. So the world needs to see us. So we should stop hiding. Put on your best outfit, put on your confidence, and come forward, show forth. We have to stop waiting for good validation as well. So once I put on something and I feel good in it, I don't care what my sister says. If she does not like it, once I like it, that's all that matters. Do you get it? So whatever you have on and you feel good in it, you don't have to care what anyone says. You know that you look good. So it's a different thing to not look good and then someone is lying to you that you look good. And it's a different thing for you to know that yes, you look good and yes, indeed, you look good. You feel it that you look good. So God said, all nations are coming to our light. Mighty kings will come to see us. How will they meet us when they come to see us? How will they meet you? The mighty kings that are coming to see you, that you're going to meet, how will they meet you? So you have to present yourself well. You have to be ready, having the words and also looking it. You have to have the confidence within, and you have to also look it. So as a visionary leader, those who see the future, those who already know the plans that they have between now and the end of the year, or for 2014, they already have a plan of what they want. Yes, you have to be confident. You need to be confident. You have to break all biases. You have to break into system and gain great grounds. And additionally, your superpower is just to look it. You have to look it with your fashion. You have to look it with your fashion. So leading consistently, translate bold steps consistently. Yes, and you cannot do this without being confident. So I said, be bold to make your acts. Be bold to try again. Try again. So after today, we should try again. Try better. Look it. Okay. Then we have to speak. We have to teach. We have to stand firm on our values and our identity. So with all of these being said, I've been able to shed light into the topic fashion beyond trends and how to look our best with fashion. So now I can take, if we have any questions for me, I can take our questions.
Wow. Thank you so much, ma'am. We're waiting for your questions. If you have, I'm sure you should have questions. I saw a lot of comments that said, oh, this topic is amazing. I love this subject, so let's bring our questions for her. All right, let's ask anything that has to do with fashion, male, female, anything that has to do with fashion and confidence. Bring your questions and so she can respond. All right. Meanwhile, thank you so much, ma'am. This session has been really eye-opening. I really love the part you said, if you're confident, you also need to look it. So be confident and look confident. That's a lot for me, honestly. So it's not just about being you say it's inside my mind. I'm confident in my head. but we can't see any evidence, nothing to show. So I really got it. That's one line that really sticks, that stuck to me, and it's something I'll definitely remember. Please send in your questions. I'm sure we've got Okay, there's one question here. Admin, please bring it up. Choice of color, does it matter? Admin, please help us bring up the question by Bridget Ilichuku. All right, yes. So Ma, over to you, please.
Yes, choice of colors really matters when it comes to what works for you. So in my slide, I think I mentioned somewhere that it's very important to know the particular color that works well on your skin. So if you are a dark person and you do not want to do dark colors because it will only make you darker. Although in trends, we can say that for now you can do beyond that. You can choose to wear dark colors and you being dark. But this generally will work with those who have the boldness. You have the boldness to carry it without minding what someone else's validation is. So you can have a dark model wear dark colors. But then once you have tested your skin and you see the color that suits you, don't let go of such colors. So they can brighten you up, okay? They can brighten you up. If you are on the plus side and you want to hide, because dark colors really hide. Dark colors hide. So if you want to hide some fats, you can do dark colors. If you want to brighten yourself up, you can do bright colors. So yes, color choices matters a lot. Color choices matters a lot.
All right, thank you, Mom. There is another question up. How do I look beyond trends? That's Overcomer. She's saying, do you form your fashion yourself? I love viewing people's posts and pictures, and I learn from their style and dressing. But how do I form my own style and not copy others?
Okay, I love the question a lot. So this is going deep into designing. Okay, so when it comes to design, you have inspiration. So if you have an inspiration that you've gotten from Pinterest or Instagram, anywhere on social media, and you love so much, so what you can do is for it to suit you and look different, for it not to be like you trying to be that person. So what is it that you are seeing in the inspiration that you love so much? Or what is it that you can change to make it unique to you? So if it's an outfit that has a lot of plungy neck and it's revealing, maybe you have your boobs out and all of that, you can tweak the neck. That's the length of the neck, the opening. You can tweak it to suit you perfectly. Then if it's a slit, maybe it's a tie-eye slit, the inspiration is given, and you don't want to do that, you want to tweak it to your unique self, you want it to look decent, you can close up the slit, you can still have the slit but not having it as tie-eye. Do you get? So you can change and tweak the design to your unique self. I don't know if I've answered your question. Does that work for you? I hope that works. I hope that works. Okay, so I
hope that works for Overcomer.
Okay.
Yeah. So how do we get your products and services, Ma? Just while we wait for more questions. Yeah, how do we get your products and services?
Okay. So we are fully on Instagram. We have different platforms on Instagram. You can check us at Crystal_wears. We run ready to wear. We run bridal wears. We run casual. We have different handles for these businesses. So you can just check all our handles through Crystal_wears. So once you send a DM, you can attend to all of your orders, all of your questions about the products and how you can get them.
All right, amazing. Thank you. So Crystal underscore wears, guys,
Yes,
let's check it out. It's right here on the screen. You can see everything that needs, and of course, ma'am, I'm sure you do private consultations as well,
yes, we do.
wardrobe
Yes,
consultations. Yes,
yes, we
yes.
do.
So if someone wants to say go for an event or even a wedding or anything
Yes,
at all, we can ask, okay,
yes,
what do I wear? What do I pick? Okay,
yes,
that's great.
yes,
So if
yes.
you let's go follow Crystal underscore wears right now. Let's go show Crystal underscore wears love so that you can get all the juices. What she just said here is just little. I'm sure there's so much more there. Okay, there is no other question. I can't really see any other questions. People are just thankful. Okay. We're just thankful.
Thank you
Okay,
too.
before we let you go, Ma,
Okay. Thank you too.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Before we let you go, yes, it's Crystal. Please, Crystal, CHIRISTAL
Yes,
underscore
yes, that's correct.
wears. Is that correct, Ma?
Yes, yes, it is. Yes, yes, that's correct.
Okay. Okay, let's make sure we're full. All right. Before we let you go, of course, we'd say thank you so much again. And do you have a few last things you want us to note concerning fashion and confidence? Do you want to say something that we shouldn't forget, something that we must remember when it comes to fashion and confidence?
Okay, so before I go tonight, I would like to say again that we should be our unique self. Okay, we should be who we want to be. We should be who we want to be seen as. Okay, so there's this picture of who we want to be. We have to bring that picture to life. Okay, with what we wear, we have to bring it to life. You can have it sticked on your wall. Okay, you can have it stick in your journal anywhere. This is how I want to be seen. This is how I want to be respected and perceived. So that's who we should appear as. It says a lot about us without even opening your mouth to say anything. How I see you alone speaks a lot, says a lot about you. So what we wear and how we appear says a lot about who we are before communication. So your look alone communicates who you are. If you are a very clean person, if you're an excellent person, I can tell from how you appear. I can tell from how you are seen. Okay, so we have to represent. We have to represent ourselves very well, beyond what we carry inside. So represent your confidence from how you are seen, how you are perceived. Do we get? That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. Thank you. Thank
All
you so
right.
much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you for coming. Thank you for coming to Fix Your Confidence Conference and to dish out this amount of value to us. We're honestly grateful, Ma. Thank you so much.
Thank you too. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right. So that was fashion and confidence, and I'm sure that we we learned a lot. I want you to describe this session we just had in one word. Please, guys, drop it in the comments. Describe this session we just had in one word. Just use only one word to describe this session. I just need one word from you. I don't want you to don't tell me everything. Don't go telling me everything. Just use one word to say this is what this session was for me. It was indeed for me. My word is eye opening. That's my word. All right. So what's your own word? What do you want to what word would you use to describe this session we just had? Fashion beyond trends. Something hit me while she was speaking. She says, trends will come and go, but your identity and personality remains. So if you're following trends, how far now? What's your plan? All right. So thank you. Yes. Someone said eye opener. Someone said fabulous. Yay. Someone said mind blowing. Someone is giving me the fire emojis. The person didn't even have words, right? Like the person just want to use that emoji. I'm like, oh, this is fire, though. This is really fire. All right. So I want to appreciate us for being here up until now. Thank you so much for being on the Fix Your Confidence Conference Day 3. And we're moving quickly to the last session for today. We will have Chioma and Nana. But before then, you will, if you're, being here is not just to listen. We didn't just bring you here to listen. All right. There's way more than the value that you're getting from our speakers. There's way more. All right. So if you answer questions correctly, there's gifts for you. And of course, just like there has been an announcement going on. If the most active person, of course, from the first day, the most active and most consistent person will be giving something as well. So if you haven't told your guys that you guys should come, let's be here and follow up through, please go call them. All right. Then of course tomorrow we would have a spoken word artist come and serenade us with an amazing piece. We don't want you to miss it. So be sure to be here at 7 p.m. and don't miss it for anything. And very, very importantly as well, very importantly, our confidence doctor, would be here tomorrow. She would be live. You haven't seen her. You'd be like, where is she? She not the convener. Why haven't we found her? She will be here tomorrow as well to address us and to talk to us, and of course to give us what she has to give us. As same tomorrow as well, we would have Dr. Ezine. She would talk on self-love. You don't want to miss tomorrow for anything. Today is almost done. It's about time we bring up Chioma and Nana, and she will be speaking on effective public speaking. I love this subject so much. Effective public speaking, key elements of well-organized and engaging speeches and presentations. If you follow Chioma and Nana, you will know the kind of to please do a screenshot. All right, do a screenshot and go share it on your status and tell people that, we're live. We're still live. The session today ends at 9 p.m. So we're still here. We're still live. We're still waiting. We want you to come. You've missed the first part. No wahala. Second part is still there for you. All right. So do a screenshot and tell guys that this Fix Your Confidence conference is exceptional. It's mind-blowing. All the words you used here, go use it there. All right. And don't forget, I said something yesterday. Whatever you're learning here, please make plans to meditate on them, because we don't want you to waste your data and your energy and your time just to come and listen. If you just listen and you don't do it, it's as good as not attending. So attend and do what you hear so that your life will be better. All right. It's that simple. That's what you need to do, so that all of these things you've heard today, in the next conference, which we're hoping we would have, or in any other conference by the School of Confidence, you look back and say, I had a little issue with my confidence and I attended the Fix Your Confidence conference and that issue was solved. That would only happen if you apply what you've learned. But if you don't, sorry. All right, so we're expecting Chioma and Nana. She would be here soon, and tomorrow we will be also getting testimonials from the School of Confidence community. I love the way we are being called falcons, lionesses, kings, and queens. Like, oh my God, it's a community that you really want to be part of. All right. So tell everyone you know. Share the link. The link is free now. It's free. Just share and ask them to come between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Tomorrow is the last day, so you don't want to miss it for anything. We're going to start at 7 as we have always done, and end at 9. All right, so that we can move on with other things. Ms. Chioma Nana will soon be here. I think her plane had a little traffic on air, so they're trying to move them to another airplane so that she gets here on time. You know, I was speaking to her pilot. Her pilot is telling us to calm down. So please don't forget to share this. Don't forget to share this live. And also, you can start dropping in the comments one thing you also got from the previous session we've just had, or even sessions from the very first day. We've talked about discovering ourselves, where Dr. Sam Ekundayo said you have to discover yourself and your purpose. There are two different things. So discover yourself, discover your purpose, then every other things would follow. All right, we talked about healing, we talked about gratitude, now we've talked about fashion and confidence. All these are very, very important in building your confidence. So it's not building confidence. It's not just through one path. All of these topics that were explored shows that building confidence happens through different paths. And I'm glad this conference is touching every path one by one. Let's stay tuned while we wait for Chioma Nana. Admin says she has some amazing videos to keep us busy. Let's have that, please. While we wait for admin to set up that, remember the most active participants get a 70% scholarship for all premium courses in the School of Confidence. That is actually worth 30,000 naira just by being active. Just by being active. Please call your guys. You guys should come. You're going to get something that is worth 30k for free just by being active. They didn't ask you to do any other thing. Abba now. Abba. That's good enough. Admin, we're waiting for you for our scintillating video that you promised us. You say you will keep us excited. We are waiting. And let's also be praying that okay, so Ms. Chioma Nana is here. Let's bring her up the stage. Please put a round of applause. Can we give her a round of applause as she's coming to the stage, as she's walking?
This is Fix Your Confidence Conference. Convener, Ms. Zoma Ilechukwu, Director, School of Confidence, popularly known as the Confidence Doctor. Welcome to the 3-second session with Chioma Nana. Topic: effective public speaking, key elements of well-organized and engaging speeches/presentations. Let's meet Chioma Nana. Chioma Nana, popularly called the Coach with Results, is a multi-award-winning author of overseas books and a best-selling fashion magazine, an international public speaker, and highly sought-after spoken word artist. She is the founder of Creators in Business Africa, SIP Africa, a community of over 19,000 members. SIP Africa organized one of the biggest virtual empowerment programs for 10,000 African youth. It also organized the Millionaire Idea Project targeted at 50,000 African youth in support of SDG 1. The goal was to turn regular ideas of young people into thriving businesses that will produce at least $1 million within the first year of free mentorship from business experts like Paul and provide empowerment to at least 2 young people. The winner got a non-refundable seed capital and the monthly mentorship is still on for the top 5. Some of our awards include but not limited to Leadership Excellence Award by Mogi Global Leadership School, Young Influencer of the Year by Tiba, Outstanding Spoken Word Artist of the Year by the Illustrious African Writers Award, Top 25 Authors in Nigeria by Biwa Africa, Public Speaker of the Year 2021 by Yoma, Global Educators by the Exceptional Educators Award. As a speaker, she was invited by the American Spaces in Nigeria to facilitate a session during its massive open online courses streamed live in several states in Nigeria. She was invited by John Obidi to train participants on the business of book publishing during the digital skills training organized by Headstart Africa, a community of over 200,000 members in partnership with Access Bank. She taught participants public speaking during 4 days physical Find Your Voice training by Vocal Array Academy in Anambra State. She holds the periodic Advanced Skill Up Initiative, which is the most practical and intensive online training on creative writing, public speaking, and spoken word. It has had over 1,000 participants from several countries. She was a guest speaker at Heat Up Encounters, an annual international youth talk show broadcast to several countries like Canada, Australia, etc. She honored the invitation to speak at the Financial Fitness Conference organized by French and Wright in partnership with the Secretary General of the SCG in UNIZIC. She anchored the Digital Business Bootcamp organized by Fee Steven at the American Corner Ikeja and also the Lagos Authors Hangar with Emeka Nobis. She anchored the XYZ Financial Congress in Owerri. She was a red carpet host at TEDx Ikenemu and a panel discussion moderator at Public Speaking Summit in Owerri. She was recently in Delta State as a guest speaker at the Alive Conference tagged Smash, organized by the Girl Child Initiative. She was a special guest during the 7th edition of the Next Level Conversation with Val Okafor. She was a panelist at Conversations with Adon, held in Port Harcourt by Emeka Nobis, with participants traveling from different states to be a part of the event. As the founder of Young and Getting It Right, Yaga, she and her team supports SDG4 by organizing secondary schools outreaches where they can share their stories with these young ones so they don't repeat mistakes they've made and talk to them on a variety of topics: leadership and social impact, preparation for life after school, guide on career choice/courses to study in the university, success stories of young people, affirmations, financial literacy, self-esteem, confidence building, and building relationships, etc. The mission is to provide trainings and books on personal development, entrepreneurship, and other life skills that formal education curriculum do not cover for teenagers. So far, they've done it in 3 schools in the western part of Nigeria and 3 schools in the southern region, impacting over 1,000 students. She's currently planning on taking it to states in the east. Chioma believes that impossible is nothing, and the world is our stage. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Chioma Nana.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome, my guest. We can hear you. Welcome.
Thank you. Hi, Fortune. So good to see you. Thank you. Hi, Fortune. So
Hi.
good to see you.
Yeah, me too. Thank you so much for being here. The stage is yours, please.
All right, thank you. But let me do a sound check first of all. Can you hear me clearly? Can you see me clearly? Can you see me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you clearly, can see you clearly. Everything is on point.
All right, thank you so much.
We're ready for you, Ma. You can go ahead, please. We're ready for you.
Oh, all right, all right. So I can see the comment section is
Yes, yes,
blazing. Thank
yes.
you all so much for the warm welcome. Tribe members, special welcome to you all. Before I go into what I've been asked to speak on tonight, I want to first of all appreciate the director of the School of Confidence, Mesoma Ilechuku. Mesoma, you're doing an amazing work. Thank you for organizing this conference. Thank you to all our amazing speakers and the one who just spoke before me. I appreciate you. Thank you for taking out your time to invest in people. You know, the best investment we can make, we say it over and over again, that it's people. And sometimes it seems like it's just a cliche, but that's the reality of life. You could you could buy something and the next 2 years it's worthless. But the people you invest in, they would go on to invest in other people, create a ripple effect, and that is how real change happens in our society. So thank you so much, Mesoma. I'm focusing on something that's very, very important, which is confidence. Every great person you see out there, they have one thing in common, and that is that they have the confidence to believe in themselves, to invest in themselves, to put themselves out there. Confidence is the common denominator in every success story. So I celebrate you for giving everyone this chance to start out right. Now, to my topic. My topic is about how to effective public speaking strategies, right? How to have engaging and organized speeches or public speaking presentations. Now, I have this saying, I have this mantra that drives me whenever I have to speak to people, and that is so many things are important to make a presentation powerful. So many things go into making a presentation engaging and interesting. Just like when you're making a soup, when you're cooking soup, you don't just say, oh, because I'm cooking egusi soup, I'll just put egusi inside pots and that is it. No, you have to you put your palm oil, you have to have your onion, you have to have your pepper, you have to have your stockfish, your meat, your okporoko, you have to put water, maggi, salt. There's so many things that go into making egusi soup, egusi soup. You have vegetable too. You're making stew. You don't say, oh, I'm just going to add only tomato. That's not stew. That is just you steaming the tomato. You have to put a lot of things into the stew, right? You have to think about your oil, your onion, and things like that. That thing also applies to in public speaking. Public speaking is not just one thing that makes you have a stellar performance. A combination of different factors come into play to make you have that performance of your dream. That performance that you can watch your video over and over again. I'm like, oh my God, I did this. That performance of a lifetime. There is this video of John Obide when he spoke in Brazil. Oh my God. El Sul Influente. El Sul a luz do mundo. I've memorized the chant from that video because that video is what you call the presentation of a life. Watch. I'm sure you can watch that video over and over and see I feel so proud of himself. But and I'm doing my trainings on doing advanced skill up initiative. I usually analyze that videos. Some sessions, some batches, we go deeper into it, but some batches we don't really go deep into breaking it down. But when we break them down, we see that that presentation had a combination of different things that made it outstanding. It had the audience participation, it had the question and answer session, it had the repeat after me, he had the illustration with his board, he had the storytelling, he had so many things that made that piece amazing. Now what am I driving to saying all of this? I'm trying to let you know that in public speaking many things come into play, but for me, no matter what you do, the most important element to have an engaging public speaking presentation is to have great content. Every other thing is secondary. They are important, don't get me wrong. They are crucial. But this is the most important thing, your content, what you're going to share with your audience. That is the most important thing. Just give me a moment. Let me check the chat box. I can see some messages there, so I know if there's any issue. All right, so I've gotten clarity on that. So I said, in public speaking, a lot of things are important, but the most important is your content. It's your content. Just some people think, oh, it's about dressing nice as a public speaker, so they wear suits, they look dashing. When they climb on stage, your morale is high, you're expecting so much from them. But when they open their mouth, they're like, fine boy MC brain, slay queen no sense. You're so shocked because they focused on an aspect that is important and forgot the cocoa. So your dressing is important, your phone, so that we can hear you right now. When people open their mouth, they are speaking sprit English. Now, I'm just coming back from the States, and over there, when we talk about public speaking, we see it as the act of, and they are blowing your mind with the English. But by the time you sit down and analyze that presentation, you realize like you went home with nothing, nada. And that is why they fail at public speaking. Your dressing is important, your clarity of speech is important, if you want to add jazz to your speech, if you want to use some accents, as far as it's not looking forced or faked, it's your headache. But all those things might come into play, but the most important is your content. I brought my cup here to make my illustration. Just imagine me being thirsty. I'm your audience. I'm thirsty, very thirsty for knowledge. I came to listen to you because I want to get something. I want to improve in an area of my life. I heard that you are the one with the solution to my problem. And then I come to this event and you give me this cup, so beautiful. You are the presenter. They've read an amazing bio for you. They've praised you. Oh, that prophet and address. She's not a Sunday school teacher. Oh my goodness. Come on, ushers, bring the offering box. They've praised you to the high heavens. You're looking dashing like this, my cup, my fine face. But then I check the cup and it's empty. Time to drink from it. It's empty. So the beautiful cup that is empty. A cup that does not have water is useless. You don't have cups for decoration. You have cups to drink water from them. So if the cup cannot quench your thirst, that initial admiration becomes annoyance. The initial admiration becomes annoyance. As a public speaker, focus on the important things. I said all these things are important, but your content is the most important. Before you climb any stage, before you turn on your camera for any presentation, ensure you have prepared adequately for that presentation. Prepare. Work on your content. Content is king. You might forget the color of hair you wore that day. You might forget the makeup. Oh, you might forget the clothes you wore. But we'll not forget the message. The message is the king. Work on it. I'm spending time to emphasize on this because we live in a very, very vain society. Our society is not really progressive. Sometimes it feels like we are retrogressive. It feels like we are taking one step forward and 5 steps backward. We're becoming a society that likes loud sounding cymbals. We have a lot of empty barrels. We have a lot of people with decorated titles, people with fancy names and this and that, with the accent and everything, but they are empty. They are empty. I have very few people I enjoy listening to because very few people now have substance. We have a lot of people who would spend 1 hour speaking to you, and when you check your notes, you've not written more than 3 sentences. And that's a very, very terrible thing. As a public speaker, please work on your content. Work on your content. Work on giving people value. Now, secondly, if you want to have an engaging presentation, you want to work on your storytelling skill. You know, we're not a very number kind of people. You might forget your statistics. You might forget all the facts and figures you quoted, but the stories, oh my God, stories last a lifetime. Stories. I thought about this thing, and I realized that all my favorite lecturers in university, they were storytellers. Dr. Ebeze, I would come back from school when I was in year 1, and my roommates would not hear the last of it. They knew my lecturer's name. Ebeze, 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 Ebeze. Why? Ebeze knew how to get the class active and lively and interested with his stories. He had so many stories for us. Then my psychology lecturer too. So many stories. Their class was always interesting. Sometimes you know how Nigerian schools can be tiring to attend lectures, but these two lecturers, when it's their day for lecture, I want to go to school. I look forward to going to school to hear from them. Think about your favorite public speakers, and you notice that one of the things you like most about them is their stories. And you know the amazing part about stories? The stories are not just to entertain you, but they help you to remember points. So I might forget what was point number one, but because I remember the story, I can remember the lesson from the story. I can remember the point you were trying to drive home with that story. Like now, you might forget that I told you storytelling is important, but you remember my story about my lecturer in university. You're like, okay, why did she mention our lecturer in university? And then you remember what stories. And it's the dots connecting now. Oh, the pieces are beginning to fall into place. That is the power of storytelling. Very important. That is why most people tell you when you're trying to build a brand, tell stories about yourself. Tell your grass to grace story or your challenge story or whatever. Tell stories about you. That will make you memorable to us. You might forget your achievements, your awards. Who cares about those things? We celebrate you in the meantime. We tell you congratulations, but 3 weeks later, we don't remember your award, but we remember your stories. We remember your stories. Your stories are what create a space for you in our hearts. So next time you want to go and present, think about a story you can tell. Okay, I'm seeing another message in the chat box. Give me a moment. Let me check it out. So I'm sure that I'm in tune with the organizers. Oh, okay, that's an inside joke. Okay, so ensure that your stories are related to what you're saying, because now I'm talking about story. Somebody will now go there, I'm telling you cock and bull story, telling me stories about your life. Do you also have that lecturer in your school that will come to class, lecture of 1 hour? They will use 15 minutes, tell me about their grandmother in the village, about their wife, what is not related to my course, and then they will use only the remaining 10 minutes to give you one impromptu test or 1 year assignment. Did you have that kind of lecturer too? They made me angry. Those are the kind of lecturers that if I hear we have that kind of lecture, I might not want to come to school that day. Or I might want to come to school late so I can attend the next lecture, but not their own. Or I might just come to sign my attendance. They were the annoying lecturers. When you're in their class, you're pressing your phone, or you're gisting with your friend, or you come for their class, sign attendance, and then remember you're hungry, you go and buy food in the canteen before, and then it's there before coming back to class. But you complain about them, but you're doing the same thing they are doing, boring your audience with unrelated stories. I've been to events and some speakers, I'm sitting down in my seat, but I'm feeling embarrassed on their behalf. I'm in my seat, but I feel ashamed on their behalf. I'm like, can't you get that your story is creating an awkward vibe in the room already? Can't you realize that your story is stretching and it's becoming irrelevant? Your story has no connection to the topic you're meant to speak on. Can't you read the room? Your story has deviated. See, I've left the main road. They're entering inside bush. Uncle, auntie, I'm feeling bad on their behalf. So the public speaker is not about just the strategy you're using, but how you use the strategy. That is what matters. So if you're telling a story, tell a story that helps to buttress your points. Tell a story that helps to bring out the life of your message. You know, I mentioned something before, but let me give you an illustration now. Like I said, that it is not just the strategy, it's about how you use it. Two people can have the same ingredients to cook soup, and one will come out tasting nice, one will come out horrible. The same ingredients, but different way they used it to make the soup. So storytelling is not the only thing. It's not the It's not about you telling stories, it's about telling stories the right way. Telling stories the right way. That is how you give your audience the right thing. The fact that I tell you to use salt to boil your rice, you now pour all the salt inside it. Ah, I say I'm no more eating, no, I'm no more hungry. I'm filled with the Holy Ghost. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word. Oh, somebody shout hallelujah. You don't understand the message? I'm no more hungry. Eat your rice and your salt. So use every strategy you have, use it well, use it well. And that leads me to humor. Humor. I've been seeing Fortune laughing today, and I'm so happy that she's laughing at my jokes. When I said I'm the public speaker, I would crack jokes and only me would be laughing. Oh my god, awkward. I would crack jokes and I would be the only one laughing. And then but I persevered. I kept working on the jokes. I kept getting better. The you know the sad the downside of being an introvert is that you're not very good at social interactions. You're not very good at communicating with people. You don't have a lot of because you don't really like talking to people. So you don't have a lot of experience in engaging people. Talk more of making a crowd to laugh at your jokes. So I understood that humor is going to help me as a public speaker. So I had to learn to be funny. Imagine when you have to learn to be funny. I had to learn it because it's one of the tools to get me where I want to go. I tell people this all the time. It's not about what is convenient for you. It's not about what comes easily to you. It's about what must be done to get to where you're trying to go to. The fact that you love something does not mean that excelling at that thing will be easy for you. I love public speaking. It doesn't mean that public speaking, to excel at it, will be easy for me. It will require me to learn certain things that are not easy for me. So public speaking itself might be fun for me, but to excel at it, there's a difference between doing something as a hobby and doing that thing as a career. When I do public speaking as a hobby, I don't have to care about a lot of things, but as a career, to excel at that thing, I will now have to care about a couple of other things. And those other things might not be easy for me. And humor was one of them. I have to learn how to be funny, how to crack jokes, how to read the room, how to say the jokes the right way. At first, I was saying jokes, but the jokes were sounding so serious. People would now miss the jokes. And I'll be like, Chineke me, awkward silence. But I improved on it. I learned. So the public speaker, you have to learn how to persevere, how to take feedback, how to say, oh, I messed up here. How can I get better? Make it a habit to watch your videos and judge yourself. You are your best critic. People might not want to hurt your feelings. They don't want to be that enemy of progress that you will not say when you not succeed, you not say, I succeeded. But when I was still trying out, one of my friends told me that I said rubbish, but she could not kill my vibes. So they might not tell you the truth, so you don't use them as your success story later on, and then you yap them. So they might not tell you the truth, but you tell yourself the truth. Watch your videos. Get like this session I'm having right now. I'm going to watch the video later, and I'm going to see where I did well and where I can improve on. That is how you get better. I watch some of my videos and I'm like, I cringe. I'm like, Jesus, Chema, is that you? That was horrible. I tell myself, that was horrible. You have to do better. Don't make that kind of facial expression again. Smile. Okay, I like the way you smile there. Like when you smile, you brighten up the room better. Oh, your smile is your superpower. Smile more, smile more. By the way, let me show you my smile. It's so beautiful. Take a screenshot. All right. So find out where you're doing well and what you're not doing, so you can improve. That's how you grow. Feedback is king. That's how you grow. But speaking about humor, during my trainings, and when I talk about humor in my trainings, I always say this to people. I tell them that if you want to make a joke, it's best not to make jokes about people, but make the jokes about yourself. Make the jokes about yourself, not about people, so you don't hurt people's feelings. You don't want to be disrespectful. You don't want to come off as rude. right? Respect people. You don't know who is sensitive, who is not. Just play it safe and make the jokes about yourself, about your past experiences. Don't make jokes about people. I remember watching, was it a video or maybe a picture or a news I saw about a comedian who made a joke about a popular Nigerian actor. And the organizer had to call this comedian back on stage to apologize to them. Imagine the embarrassment he faced there. So don't make jokes about people. Don't insult people you're meant to go and entertain or you're meant to go and inspire. Make jokes about yourself. Self-depreciating humor is best. And again on jokes, sometimes before you make jokes with people, if you're just starting out and humor does not come naturally to you, if you're a very serious person like me, you know, my resting face, you know, resting face where you're not saying anything is like this. People say that my resting face looks angry. I am that serious. And I'm like, I'm not angry. My day was not bad. I'm just not smiling at the moment. You want me to be smiling for no reason? I want to be asking me anything as auntie, how's the family? Is everything all right? But they say my resting face is an angry face. So humor does not come naturally to me, but I have to learn it. And what do you do when it does not come naturally to you? Practice. So before you go on stage, please try out that joke on your friend. Try out that joke on your classmates, on your family members. See if they will laugh. If they laugh, you can now go on stage and try the joke again. If they don't laugh, my sister, that joke, pack it one side. Look for another joke. So I told you to, if you are not very good at cracking jokes, please practice the joke on somebody before you go on stage. Even comedians, I hear this from them too. But it's not Sabinus. Yes, Sabinus said that when he makes new skits, he asks his friends to watch the videos and give him feedback. Anyone they say is funny. Ah my god, this one makes me laugh, tire. I laugh, I roll on the floor. I roll, my belly pain, my belly burst. He will post it. But they tell him that, oh my, this one, no, I don't feel I watch him to the end. I don't even see my teeth at all. He will keep that one aside. He will not use it. So he gets feedback. That's why the ones you see, you are laughing and you are rolling. You don't know that somebody has watched that video first. Pass your jokes through vetting. Don't test on your audience. And if perhaps you test your joke on your friends and they laugh, and then you go on stage and your audience they are not laughing. You know, people have different tastes for humor. What I might find funny, you might not find funny. That is why we have our different favorite comedians. I don't fancy a comedian. People love them. I saw somebody posted a comedy video on Facebook, and then he was praising this comedian that they are going to blow by next year or next 2 years. He now posted some of their skits in the comment section. I watched them. I was like, wait a this. What in the world is this? I did not even laugh at all. I did not even find it funny. But this guy was praising them like they were the best next after sliced bread. I mean, after plantain and egg. He was praising them like, oh, okay, every malam is scared to shark. So what I might find funny might not be what you find funny. What your friends might find funny, your audience might not find it funny. So what do you do when you're already on stage? You've cracked that joke and nobody's laughing with you. You're the only one laughing and everywhere is silent like this. Your heart is beating. Boom, 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 boom. What do you do? Move on. Simply move on. Don't give room for awkward silence. They don't laugh. 1-2 seconds, move on. Act like nothing happened. Just continue your presentation. Move on. Always be in charge. When you're on stage, you're in charge. You control the room. So if you don't laugh at that joke, go on to something else. Then you can always go back to work on the joke and see, whoa, why did they not laugh at it? Or maybe you can dump the joke somewhere else, right? So move on. Don't dwell on the awkward silence. Don't dwell on awkward silence. And speaking on making your speech or your presentation engaging, you also want to ensure that you do not do this. Sorry, let me get a book that I can read from. What book will I read from now? Sorry, give me a moment. Okay, I've gotten a book. Okay, let me read from this. Small Team, Big Business by Joyce Kennett. Do not do this when you're presenting. Recently, a business owner expressed displeasure about how he feels terrible paying his workers. He does not think they deserve to be paid because of their inferior work output, but he has to get himself to pay them. So I asked him, how did all this poorly behaving staff get into your company? If I've been teaching like this since 8 o'clock, all of you will have changed. Some of you will be watching YouTube videos. Some of you will have gone to TikTok. Some of you will have been scrolling on Facebook. You'll be like, what's it concern this one? And they call this one coach results. This is coach of cockroach. She's not coach results anything. You just move away because what? I'm reading like a robot. If you want to engage your audience, you have to speak like a human being. You have to speak like you believe in what you say. Don't read for us. You're not a newscaster. Speak. I'm not saying, okay, sometimes in public speaking presentation, depending on how many hours you have to speak, you might want to have prompts. I have a prompt here that I wrote down, but am I reading from it? I'm just using as a reference point. So I remember my points, I remember my ideas, and I can flow with them logically, but I'm not reading from them. They are meant to be what? Prompts. They are meant to guide me. I'm not meant to read from them. I'm not reading news. I'm not a newscaster. So know how you present. I told you at the beginning, your content is king, right? But just like I said, it takes more than one thing to make a good pot of soup. It takes more than your content. Now, how you deliver that content, your presentation matters. Speak. Let us believe that you understand. Let us believe that you believe what you're saying. I say this thing, you're in charge as a public speaker, and you have to understand that your energy, the energy in the room flows from the stage to the seats. The energy you exude would flow to your audience. If you want your audience to look like they believe in you, you have to look like you believe in yourself. You have to look like you believe in what you're saying. If you want them to be excited, you have to be excited yourself. If you want them to be active, energetic, it has to flow from you. So whatever you want to see in your audience, give them that same energy. If you are reading from a book, you are going to bore them. You're going to sound bored. You're going to sound unprepared. You're going to sound monotonous, and they're going to feel the same way, and they're going to start dozing off, pressing their phones, chatting, going out to ease themselves. It's not because they are so pressed to. All this, I want to go use the restroom. They are not pressed. They are tired of you. They want to escape from you before you bore them to death. So please ensure you present well. There is something, I'm a spoken word artist, right? I'm a spoken word artist. So sometimes spoken word is a form of public speaking. It's a form of public speaking, just like we have speeches, we have debates and all that. But spoken word is a form of public speaking. And in spoken word, there is one thing that makes you stand out. One of the things that make you stand out is not just the words you say, but how you say it. Do you say your words like you believe in what you're saying? I can say, I'm tired. But I can say, I'm tired. Two different expressions, but one word. One, I expressed it. I acted it out. What spoken word is acting also. Do you say your words like you believe it? I'm angry with you is different from I'm angry with you. Nigeria has failed me. It's different from Nigeria has failed me. So do you say your words like you believe it? As a public speaker too, it also applies to you. The words you say, do you say them like you believe it? You have to understand your pitch variations. There is a point where you have to say your words with force. a time when you have to say your words very slowly, sometimes very fast paced. I'm not saying you have to do a spoken word presentation, but I'm saying you have to understand what each word and the emotion each word has to convey, and be at peace with that and give it that. Public speaking is called what? A performance for a reason. It's a performance. So you leave your introvert nature back at home. Leave whatever personality you have back at home and give that presentation, that message, what it requires. One person I love that does this beautifully. No wonder he won the World Public Speaking competition in his own time. That is Vusi. Vusi is my guy. Vusi is the guy. Vusi is amazing at this. Vusi can be talking to you and then his voice just goes low. And you're like, nah, he's really sad. I feel the emotion in what he's saying. And another time it's so like, come on. You're like, oh, I want to do this. I want to get this because of the energy. So you have to be willing to show that you believe in what you're saying. Your voice, your pace, everything has to come together to make it engaging. Just like I am going to reference spoken word a lot in this part, because as a spoken word artist, these are things you have to take cognizance of, but many public speakers will not even take note of it. In spoken word, one of the best ways to check if you are really conveying your words properly, you're conveying your emotions properly, is to imagine that your audience are not seeing your facial expressions. Imagine they're going to listen to just your audio. We just to get the message. If they listen to just your audio, will your voice convey the exact message? Same thing in public speaking. If I was not going to see you on stage, if you're a radio presenter, will I get the message? Or will I have to see your hand gesticulations alone just to get the message? So how well can you use your voice as a tool to fully maximize the message you're trying to pass across to people? All right, I love the comment section. It's active, it's engaging, and this is the kind of feedback I love to. This is the kind of feedback I love to get. All right, so we're about to wrap up. So let me move over to. I've talked a lot about having an engaging presentation. A lot of things to go into it. But let's move over to having an organized presentation now. If you want to have an organized speech, right? I said an engaged and organized speech. I've talked about engaged speech. What about an organized speech? I want to have an organized speech. The first part is that you have to prepare for it. You don't have an organized speech by just waking up one morning and going out there. You have to prepare for it. How do you want to start? How do you want to end? How do you want to tell your stories? At what point do you want to switch to audience participation? How long do you want that to last? At what point do you want to inject your humor? At what point do you want to do this and do that? All of these have to be thought out carefully and prepared for. Just like in spoken word, spoken word again, right? When I write my script, sometimes I go ahead to start writing, oh, at this point, make your voice loud. At this point, go fast. At this point, sound angry. I'm preparing so that when I'm presenting, I'm doing everything in an organized way. You see the presentation and you're wowed, but so much thought went into ensuring that those things you saw that looked so natural were prepared for. So your presentation, you want to have an outstanding, mind-blowing introduction. Prepare for it. How do you want to start? What do you want your first words to be? So I see some speakers go and they're just like, oh, hello everyone. They're just doing it casually. They didn't prepare for that presentation, for that introduction. They might have prepared their message, but not their intro. So prepare for your first words. What do you want your last words on stage to be? How do you want to end it? Prepare for it. That's how you have an organized speech. Some speakers have content, they understand their message, but they don't know how to put it together. You can see from their presentation that it's scattered all over the place. You can get value one year, but it's not put together, and it's kind of ruins the experience for listeners. So ensure you've rehearsed, you've practiced, you've, oh, this should come here, this should come here. You know, we have the letters of the alphabet. We have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So imagine Chima recites the alphabet for us, and then I go A, W, G, H, K, M, O, X, Y, Z, F, G. Am I still saying the alphabets? I'm right? But is it organized? No. So that's how you leave your audience. They're confused. They're it's like you're throwing bombs at them at different points. You're taking them from here to here to here to here. It's just chaotic. So ensure you prepare, you rehearse, and you put all of that together, right? Put all of that together. It's something we call the RRR formula, which says rehearse, record, repeat. Rehearse, record, repeat. Rehearse, record, repeat. When you rehearse, record, see how you presented, see if you enjoy that thing yourself, see if your arrangement is okay. If it's not okay, repeat it. Keep rehearsing over and over and over till you get it right. Do you know how long 1 minute spoken word presentation takes to prepare for? I have spoken word performances that in a day I can rehearse that thing up to 20 times. I'm in my bathroom, I'm saying my words over and over again. I'm on the road, I'm saying it like an incantation. I'm everywhere, I'm saying it again. And then you come on like, oh my God, how did you memorize this long spoken word piece? Right there, it was preparation. My brain is not that different from your own. It is the amount of work I put into it that gives me the kind of results you celebrate. If you put in the same effort, the same amount of work, you get the same amount, you get the same results, right? See, success does not respect anybody. Success does not play favoritism. It doesn't say, oh, I like her more than her. It says, if you put in what is required, you will get out what you desire. Oh, I like that rhyme. Oh, come on. If you put in what is desired, you will get what you require. Oh, I'm a spoken word artist. It's just flowing. Ushers, pass the offering box. Pass the offering box. I'm on fire. I'm feeling myself. Oh my God. So that's the long and short of it. If you want to prepare, if you want to have a really organized speech, prepare well for it. Right? Be willing to be spontaneous too on stage. The fact that you prepared for something does not mean one or two things might not go out of your plans. But as a public speaker, you must be so in control. So even if things do not go the way you planned, you can still be in charge. You can still be in charge, right? You can still be in charge. You can still put everything together to work to your favor, to work the way you've planned. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you prepare an engaging and organized speech or presentation. Thank you.
We should all clap. You cannot not clap, please. You cannot not clap. Thank you so much, ma'am. So we're waiting for your questions now. All right. It's not just enough to listen and just repeat what she's saying. We want your questions. Ask her questions here. All right. What has been your experience that you've had that was a bit dicey for you? All right, ask your questions here based on what she has said.
Thank
Amazing
you.
Stuff in the comments though. A choke.
Thank you.
Yeah, pass the offering box indeed. All right, we're waiting for your questions. Meanwhile, thank you so much, ma'am, for all of this. You were very how will I say it now? You messed anybody that did not understand what you said. I mean, there's a lot of illustration you did. I can't forget that cup. God help me, I will not forget that cup. No, I won't. I won't forget that cup at all. Yeah, thank you so much. All right, we're waiting for your questions. While we're waiting for the questions, Mom, can we know how to get your products and your services while we're waiting for the... Okay, we have one question here. Okay, let's briefly take the question before you talk about your product and services. How can you stop mother tongue interference when hosting a live event?
Okay, it depends on if this mother tongue interference makes you... does it affect your performance? If it doesn't, I don't see the problem. You're African, your root is always going to show in how you speak. But if it now makes you to mispronounce words, like we have some tribes that end up pronouncing words as shosh, while some will tell you it is what? The ones that mix R and L, they know themselves. So when I was a kid, I'm Igbo. Choma is Igbo. I'm Igbo. So I used to mispronounce some words too. So I would say remove instead of remove. So I got... sometimes my Igbo tongue was interfering. I worked on that by being conscious of the particular words I was mispronouncing, and I worked on it. I was not so into changing my accent. No, I still speak like a Nigerian, right? Very Nigerian accent. But my words clearer now. Yes. Are you getting the Igbo vibe from my voice? I don't know if you're getting it or not, but I'm not mispronouncing my words, and that is the goal for me. As a public speaker, your accent should always be there. Like, I think you should be proud of your roots. Like, have you heard Indian speakers? You still hear their Indian accent. What they focus on is getting their words correctly. So if you can say chair, I don't care if you're sounding like... I can trace your village from your words. There's no problem. As far as your word is clear, as far as you say your sentence correctly, if I can speak and the original language owners can understand what I'm saying, we're good. That, I think that's the global standard. If you hear Chimamanda Adichie, you can see that she's a Nigerian. Just our words are clear. You don't want to sound fake. Many people focus on accent instead of clarity, and that's where problem comes in. You want to be clear, you want to be understood, you don't want to change your accent. There is no superior accent. We have the American accent, we have the Scottish accent, we have the British accent, we have the French accent. Your roots will always influence your accent, but will you be clear enough to be understood? That should be your focus. Focus on the words you are not pronouncing correctly. Use Google. Type those words. Listen to how it's pronounced and say it over and over again. Tell yourself, okay, I'm going to use this word in at least 3 sentences today. I'm going to use this word every day this week until this right pronunciation. That's how you grow.
All right, thank you so much. There's another question. What can be the limitations to one being a public speaker? I hope this question is clear enough.
Okay, a lot of things can be your limitations. A lot of things can be your limitations. If you're lazy, you will not grow. If you're lazy, you will not grow. You don't want to put in the work to do your research on your topic. You don't want to put in the work to prepare well. You don't want to put in the work to show up correctly. You don't want to put in the work to promote your brand. You don't want to put in the work to network. You don't want to put in the work to pay the price of growing. You don't want to put in the work of investing in yourself, learning your craft. My dear, there will always be a ceiling. There will always be 1,000 naira public speakers, and public speakers are flying private jets. So it depends on you. Do you want to be that 1K public speaker that we give Indomie as honorarium, or that speaker that we are so honored to have you in our midst, sir? Thank you so much. Even after they paid you your speaking fee, they are still thanking you and posting about you. So it depends on if you're willing to put in the work, pay the sacrifice for it. There are so many limitations. Why do you think many people can speak, but we don't have everybody as a public speaker? Everybody can speak, so why are they not Vusi? Everybody can speak, why are they not John Obidi? Everybody can speak, why don't we have so many Martin Luther King? Because not everybody is willing to pay the price for success. By the way, let me put my name there. Everybody can speak. Why do we not have so many Choma Nanas? Just one of my kind.
Yeah. I have that thought as well. But meanwhile, ma'am, you had to really bring in noodles there. Are you serious? Really, who does that? Noodles as honorarium, really?
That one is even nice. If you've not heard words honorarium, when they tell you thank you.
Oh my god.
At least you say noodles, you cannot eat that one at home. Just thank you.
Okay,
Can I use thank you to
so
buy
much
tomatoes?
for that. Abina, all right, there's another question by Peace. She says, I'm a spoken word artist, but the major people I get, I think major problem, I think that's what I should say, is getting tense during my presentation. I wouldn't say it's stage fright, but it's also kind of it. I just begin to shake. I don't know how to stop.
I would say it's natural. Where you've not spoken, you're seeing unfamiliar faces in the audience. So it's natural to feel nervous. I still feel that sometimes. But now you just take your mind off the fact that you're nervous and focus on giving them the performance of a lifetime. When your mind is occupied with so much more important things, you even forget the nervousness. Or you might not forget it, but it helps you to cope with it. Right? And find your own coping mechanism. We all have different things that help us to cope with stage fright. For me, I use Bible passages. I have this Bible passage that I feel God gave to me. So it always boosts my confidence and my belief in myself. I start to quote it in my mind. I'm like, Choma. When I'm done, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go and conquer the stage. Or for some people, they listen to songs. Like all those, I'm on top of the world. Hey, all these kind of songs that make them feel like they can go and fight all the wars in Nigeria, all the wars in other countries. Listen to those songs. Some people it's podcasts. For some people it's affirmations. They begin to say, "Oh, I'm in control. When I go out there, people listen to me." This kind of things. Find what works for you. We all have different things. We are different. So what works for me and not work for you. So find your own strategy for coping with stage fright and focus on the important thing there. With time, it gets easier with time. I'm not saying it goes away with time. I said it gets easier with time. With the more time you go on stage, you get less frightened. Even when it happens, it lasts for less amount of time. By the time you start speaking, sometimes you realize that you're relaxed. You don't even remember where the fear was anymore. You're enjoying what you're saying to people. I used to do a lot of presentations physically and very less of virtual presentations. So when I started doing virtual presentations, I was usually nervous. I was a wreck. If you watch many of my previous videos, I was speaking so fast. I was rambling. I was just everywhere. But see me now. It's taking me time to get here. It's taking me time to get here. But here we are, growing. Plus the fact that I had this fear of stammering. I have a speech impediment. I stutter sometimes. So sometimes it affects my presentation. But with that, I've worked on that too. With constant preparation, with putting my nerves. I notice that when I'm nervous, it gets worse with time. So when I'm calm, I'm collected, I'm just feeling the flow, you can hardly hear me stutter. And I've spoken today. I know I've stuttered sometimes, but it's way less than it used to be before. So with time, with experience, it just gets better.
Wow, of course. With time, experience, it just gets better. All right, we have one other question that says, this is from Beatrice. She says, public speakers and spoken word artists, are they different in any way? That's what Beatrice is asking.
Oh, yes, they are. Like I said before, spoken word is a form of public speaking. It's just one of the ways you can express public speaking. Just like we have speeches. Giving a speech is a form of public speaking. Having a debate is a form of public speaking. What other forms do we have? We have other forms of public speaking. So all of these are just forms of public speaking. Spoken word is just a form. It's under it. It's under public speaking. So it's like saying words to word. I'm looking for a good example to explain this. It's not like they are different. One is the umbrella, while the other one is under it. So it's like saying cup and cutlery. No, it's like saying spoon and cutlery. Are they different? No, cutlery is the family name. Spoon is a cutlery. Are we clear? Thank you.
Yeah, of course, it's super clear. Okay, one more question before you talk about your products and services. What is your advice? Chisom Cynthia is asking, what is your advice to one who aspires to become a public speaker?
My advice is, when you're starting out, don't be in such a hurry to give yourself titles. Be so much more focused on growing. Be so much more focused on getting on stage. Don't be so selective with the platforms you go on. Just accept every speaking platform because you want to go and test yourself. You're doing testing. You are going out there to test your ideas on people. You're going out there to test your jokes on people. You're going out there to test your illustrations on people. You're going out there to go and test your stories on people. You're going out there to go and see to get feedback. So when you're starting out, my advice is any stage and every stage, accept, go and speak. Free, paid, go out there and practice those things to your good, to ensure that, yeah, I'm worth my salt, I'm worth my onions. Then you can grow from there. That is my advice is, as you're practicing those things, be learning too. After every performance, go back home. How can I get better? Watch videos, go for trainings, improve. Have KPIs, have things you use to measure your growth in your public speaking. Oh, what made my performance this time better than my previous performance? That is how you track growth. That is how you improve.
All right, Chisom, I hope that's clear for you. I hope that advice was gotten clearly. All right, so before we let you go, how do we get your products and your services? How can we have access to them, please?
I have a mentorship program currently on. I have a mentorship program actually coming up in December. It holds once a year for just 60 people and it's for 30 days. Registration is already on, so you can register. If you check my timeline on Facebook, you can see registration details there. So you can register for my mentorship program. And the mentorship program covers a variety of things. I teach you from experience, things like how to build your brand online, how to build influence online with your skills, and how to monetize your skills. But it's also structured in a way that it feels kind of personal to you. Because during the first session, you're able to ask questions, tell me what you want to learn, and then based on those questions, I craft solutions specifically for you, especially for you, and create and add them to the curriculum so that during the 30 days training, those things will be taught to you, answers to your questions on day one will be proffered to you with practical strategies you can carry out. You're going to be given a task. Please, I beg you, if you know that you're not ready for real work, please don't join. If you're not ready to work, if you're not ready to implement things to help your brand grow, please do not join. I always make this disclaimer because I know the kind of work we're going to put out there for our students. After you tell us what you want to learn, I said how to build influence with your brand, but you might have other questions too. So any question you have, we create practical solutions for you, and you'll be given things to do. because it's not about me teaching you. It's the actions you take that give you the results you want. And I'm called Coach Results for a reason. So I like to see results. You must be willing to put in the work after I teach you. So if you're not ready to put in the work, please do not register. But if you're ready to see yourself grow, if you're ready to implement that your goal for this year, instead of moving into next year, register for my mentorship program. It holds this year in December for 30 days. And once we have the 60 slots gone, we're ending registration. You cannot join again till next year. Just once a year. And that is it. And when you join, I also have a bonus. I give you access to any of my courses that you want. And many of my courses start from 15K. You get any one that you choose for free. It could be a course on marketing. It could be a course on public speaking. Whatever you choose, you get a course absolutely free. Plus, I give you free publicity on my timeline. I charge 35K for every ad I post on my Facebook timeline. But for my mentorships, those that will be under my mentorship program, they will get that ad for free instead of paying 35,000 naira. So imagine when the bonus you are getting is more expensive than your fee for registration. Crazy, because registration fee is just 25K, but my ad 35K. So your fee, the ad alone has covered your fee for registration. So that's what it is. And we have some slots remaining. Once slots are gone, we close the door.
All right, you heard clearly. Once the slots are gone, the door is closed. So take this opportunity seriously and sign up. Just find her on Facebook, Chioma Nana. You find all the details, every other detail that you need. I don't think we have any other questions. Okay, so thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for coming, for doing this.
My pleasure.
The comments are on fire. Where thank you, we love you, thank you, love emoji, fire emoji. Thank you so much. We're really grateful. Thank you. Honestly, the School of Confidence is grateful. We are grateful. The Fix Your Confidence conference team is grateful, and of course, my Miss Soma is also super grateful that you were able to give us your 1 hour. Like, it's a lot. Thank you so much. We're really
My
grateful.
pleasure and honor.
Yeah.
So guys, take a screenshot, post about it on your social media handles, tag me to your stories, your Facebook feed. Let me know what you learned from here, and I'll be really happy to see your feedback. And well done,
All right,
Fortune. You did an amazing job hosting this virtual event. I appreciate you.
Thank you. All right, guys, take your screenshots, please. Let's say cheese and let them take the screenshot. All right, take your screenshot, post it on your status on Facebook, on your stories, and also use the opportunity to get people ready for tomorrow. Thank you so much again, Chioma. We have to let you go now so that you go settle in your evening and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much. All right, fam. Ooh, amazing session today, though. A really amazing session today, I must say. Ms. Chioma did justice to this subject of public speaking in a way that is super practical that you can actually apply tomorrow. I mean, just in case you have any speaking engagement this weekend. All right. So follow her. Of course, she's a pro in this. That's why she was even here in the first place. Don't forget this conference continues or ends tomorrow. Tomorrow is I don't say tomorrow is the D-Day. Tomorrow is not like, of course, it's not a D-Day, but tomorrow is not a day you want to miss, all right? Because we have a lineup of programs for tomorrow. We have one speaker that would speak on self-love tomorrow, Dr. Ezenesh, to speak on self-love. And I think it's such a touchy subject, and you don't want to miss that session. So please come in time, come exactly at 7, because before 7 we haven't started, all right? So make sure you be here on time to get every single thing that Dr. Ezine would say. And of course, we're having a spoken word artist tomorrow. She will be presenting. I'm not going to tell you her name yet. I've already said her. That means you already know it's a female. Anyway, we're having a spoken word artist present tomorrow. You want to be there. I'm very sure it's going to be on confidence. I want you to be there. I want you to write the piece down. I mean, and even meditate on it later. Also, would have the School of Confidence boss, that's Miss Mesoma Ilichuku, addressing us tomorrow, and would also listen to testimonials tomorrow and many other amazing stuff. Don't miss tomorrow's session for any reason. Remember, there's a gift for the most active. And what's that gift? A discount on the School of Confidence courses that cost about 30K. So you don't want to miss tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last. If you've been from here from the beginning, please don't miss tomorrow. All right. So thank you again for being here. We really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Beatrice. Thank you, Naomi. Yes, you want to scratch pot. Thank you, Chisom. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. We'll meet tomorrow, 7 p.m. Until then, keep being confident. Do everything to build confidence and sustain it. And more importantly, don't miss tomorrow, because there would be a giveaway session. Yes, like I said earlier, we did not just bring you here to listen to people. You would go back with something aside what is being taught, all right? Aside the value you're getting from our speakers, you would have something in your hand, all right? So don't miss tomorrow for anything. Invite everyone that you can, and let's have an amazing session tomorrow. All right, it's good night from here. See you tomorrow.